Today I ranked every single year that I've been alive. I told stories of my ages from 1 to 20 and then ranked them based on how much I like them. I especially like talking about the history of my Twitch channel from when I started when I was like 14 all the way up to today when I'm 20. It was a sweet, sweet stream. By the way, every video that you see on this channel is streamed live on Twitch, so if you want to see these whilst they happen live, then follow my Twitch channel. Enjoy! Hi! Hello, 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 hello. Okay, my sub count is wrong. That's wrong, but hello everyone! Hi! Guys! Yo. Welcome back to my stream, everyone! Welcome to my first proper stream as a 20-year-old. Hey everybody! Hey! Was the pizza tough? Oh my god! Chat, I bumped into Prince Miles yesterday with Molly, because me and Molly were trying to figure out where we could go to have lunch, because it was her birthday. Bro, and they were like, oh, we're going to this pizza place called Pommy's, which me and John have been to before. Bro, I thought, that sounds so fucking good. You know what, I'm just gonna go as well, like a gimp. So me and Molly kind of like ran there so we get there before them, and we sat down and we ordered, and we kind of just like greeted them at the door. It was weird. I was being weird. I'm sorry that I was weird. But it was nice to meet you. Oh, guys. Hello, everyone. I'm sure you've seen the news. Has anyone seen the news? I'm sure you know what I'm about to say. Yes. I will be dyeing my hair blue. I will. As I promised you, for 1,000 subs, I will be dyeing my hair blue. I don't know why my sub count is wrong, because it's definitely not still 1,000. But thank you all so much. Thank you to Maytem and especially to Martin, who pushed us over the line at the end of my birthday. Oh, in the morning of Molly's birthday, I suppose. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like I didn't thank you guys enough that stream, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I was just trying to pump the sub count to see if I could reach 1,000. But like, that was fucking crazy. That day was crazy. You know, I'll be fully transparent with you. Wait, let me see something. Hold on. Out of all of the days I have ever streamed on Twitch. Oh, hold on. It's bugged. Start here. I think, okay, I definitely have to make sure I do not show this screen, as it will say how much money I've made all time on Twitch. Let's just make sure I don't show this. Oh. Yeah, I was right. I'm going to be completely candid with you, chat, when I tell you this. On my 20th birthday, this is crazy, was the second most amount of money I have ever made in a day on Twitch. The only beaten by the Lego-a-thon, I think. So thank you so much. That is crazy. And I assure you that if we... I'm currently spending money on something crazy. I'm currently spending money on something cool. And that's what I could leak for you here. But chat, welcome back, everyone. Also, I don't know if I'll be able to stream Saturday or Sunday, by the way. I just thought I'd be honest and open with you, because my family is in Brighton this weekend. They're coming to visit me for my birthday. So, I don't think I'm going to be able to stream. Definitely not tomorrow. Definitely not tomorrow, but maybe Sunday. Maybe. But yeah, my family's here. My dad gets in at like 9 PM. I'm going out for a pint with him, which means he's going to have a pint, and I'm going to sit there and look at him. So it's going to be a movie! No way I'm visiting Brighton too. Oh my god, Cat Joshi! Yes, you should come around to my house. You probably already know the address, seeing as your history. So you probably already know. Dude, no, I'm playing. Guys, I would like to announce something big. I would like to announce a big thank you to Lewis Fulham. Fulham, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, this probably means nothing to basically all of you, but I'm going to tell you either way.
Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air.
I don't know if any of you ever played CSGO. You really don't have to have played it. But the rarest kind of item in Counter-Strike is a knife, okay? And you can only get it from gambling. Or you could only get it before from gambling. When I was 14, happened to get a really rare drop on CSGO, and I bought a knife for about £130. Now, I stopped playing Counter-Strike about 2 years ago. I didn't know that Counter-Strike became a investment economy. People began to invest their money into Counter-Strike skins, right? My knife from £130 became a £750 Counter-Strike knife. £750. And 2 days ago, they changed it so of Steam money, which is about 80% of the worth of real money. So it would be like £600 real money, okay? I never really thought about it, but 2 days ago, they changed the way that you can get the rarest items in CSGO, like my knife. So basically, anyone could get it without needing to gamble, specifically. That makes all of the prices drop immediately, obviously. Because if no one could buy any apples, and then a million new apples showed up in the world, the more people would have it, so the price would drop. Okay, that's just kind of how it works. Lewis Fulham saw the update 1 minute after it released, and I got to quick sell my knife for £715, which is great. I made like 600 in the end. It is now worth £300. Lewis Fulham has saved me 300 fucking pounds. Thank you, Fulham. My fucking goat. And he got me a bottle of champagne for my birthday. Thank you. What a great man that he is. What a great man. And, wait, what was I going to say? Oh! Fulham was not the only person that got me a gift for my birthday. Thank you, 1A Human, for the Prime. Pink Flint GGs as well. Thank you so much. One other person got me a birthday gift. And it was John A. Who gifted me 2 air fryers. Two. I don't really know why. One for me and one for Molly. Hello, Ken! When is the next sandwich stream? I don't know. I thought about doing the MaxGGs burger stream, though, to be honest. Leve album in the back. He's performative maxing. No. I bought this Leve album on pre-order. Pre-order. Yeah. Okay, I was here before all of them parasocial, all of them performative pieces of shit. I bought it on pre-order. I have the limited edition vinyl. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Leve. W ranking children based on attractiveness. Okay, firstly, if I was to be doing that, that's wrong because it was me. Secondly, that's just not what the stream is, isn't it? That's just not what the... I'm ranking them based on how good the year was. Had a really good time? No worries, Ken. Hopefully you've been clashing out. This is why we clash. But yeah, everybody, I'm 20 now, and I'm seeing my family this weekend, and I didn't stream yesterday, not only because it was Molly's birthday, and I was at Tom's show, but I told you I was going to have a movie for a 20th birthday, and I partied from 8 PM till 6 AM. 6 AM. So, I know, okay, I missed when I hit 1,000 subs. I know I did, because you guys were genuinely cooking me in my offline chat. Typing shit like, how has he not seen it yet? It's 3 PM. Oh my god, this bum is still not awake. Yes, I woke up at 4 PM. Whatever. Okay, it was my birthday. Let me have a bit of peace. And the one person I would like to apologize to is Hannah XX Rose. I'm sorry, Hannah XX Rose. I'm sure you saw my tweet. 5:53 AM. Sat down after my party ended. I'm genuinely just running up my phone book, texting everyone. To any YouTubers I'm texting, hello! Hannah XX Rose, I'm so sorry. Oh, and she saw it. Oh, I didn't even know that she saw it. Hi, Hannah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't that drunk. I think I was just excited. I was like, you guys know, weirdly, I'm not really a lightweight, even though I don't drink. But I was like a little bit tipsy and like really elated after my birthday. And I just started texting Hannah Rose. And I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely just told her jokes. And I just told her jokes. I would just send her a message of a joke. And then she would reply, lol. And I just sent her another one. And we did that for like 30 minutes. So shout out to you, Hannah XX Rose. Thank you. And you know what? We started the conversation and I told her that I felt very bad. I'm sure you guys remember that I lied to Hannah XX Rose. And I said, I'm sorry that I told you that I was high when I wasn't. I said, of course, I'm sorry I lied about being high and you believed it. It was very fun to meet you at TwitchCon, even if I lied. She said, OMG, are you high or drunk? You're funny. I wasn't even really, I was high on life, I guess. But yeah, she was super sweet. I also text Tubbo. I text Tubbo, oh my god, Toby, CSGO market, have you seen? And he replied to me, also drunk. Yes, oh my god.
Hi, Max.
Hey.
Since you were at your old age now,
Thank you.
I was wondering if you needed some assistance crossing the street or doing things the younger folk can do.
I'm good. Thank you so much, though. Cold. My butterfly knife, I sold it 1 minute after the update, and it only dropped, like, 9% value in that time. I quick sold it to a contract. So, I was good. What happened to CS2? I don't know, it's gay. Wait, chat, everyone say hello to Wide Pupo Ben, our new VIP. Hello, Ben. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna tell you how my party went. Oh, I'm sorry, Cold. My party was meant to start at 8 PM. First guest arrives 8:20. I'm thinking, no one's showing up. Right? Like, what the fuck? Then I remember, everyone in Brighton likes to be fashionably late. And I'm like, but still, I don't know if no one's gonna show up. 8:20, first person. 8:45, second person, who's John A, who arrived late because he texted me I'm just charging my phone, mate. And I'm thinking, it's genuinely me, Jude, and John A. Oh my god. This is my birthday. And then suddenly, literally, like, every single person that's ever been invited to anything that I've ever done arrives in my house. It was like the best moment ever. Everyone showed up, and it was just a movie. It was basically just a movie. It was a lovely 20th birthday. It was lovely. All of my friends that could make it were there. And we kind of just hung out and had a good time, man. I saw all of my buddies. Thank you for the Prime. I was telling Jack Manifold about the Carby Lane mechanism. Are any of you brain rotted enough to know about that one? Any of you know the Carby Lane mechanism? Dude. So yeah, we were spamming that one and 6-1, the new meme 6-1, which was I'm sure you guys might have seen that tweet, possibly seen it because I liked it actually, which was where is it? I swear to God, the Russian kid in my English class who likes TF2 and watches the Russian Badger and watches Gmod memes did this in the corner of the room when everyone was silent, and I swear to God, I've never felt more uncomfortable in my life. 6-1 is massive. It's the new meme, I'm telling you. We're actually hitting the... 6-1. We're hitting that one, bro. I've not seen it, but I've heard Jack and all of you lot mention it like 5 times. Well, now you've seen 6-1. Oh my god, chat. In like 2 weeks and a bit, it's my 1 year of living in Brighton. Isn't that weird? Isn't that freaking weird? Already? That's what I'm saying. Another party? Maybe. We are not accepting the 6-1 integration. No, we are. We are. They talked about 6-1 at the Shut Up I'm Talking live show. Yes! Oh my god, hello. I was talking.
Max, are you going to be tuning into the new hit animated show Mr. Beast Lab by famed YouTuber and friend of Tommy? In it, Mr. Beast? I love Jimmy!
I did. This morning, the first video I saw this morning was somebody has died in a Mr. Beast production by falling onto one of those big inflatable cushions, but it didn't catch their fall. If you want to... And I was like, oh my god, someone actually died in a Mr. Beast video. If you want to see what happened, look up Mr. Beast inflation. I was like, okay. It's nice to know that I'm 20 and still falling for this shit. Google it.
Today is the 4th day in a row that we are testing the limits of how much Mr. Beast can take and take and take without losing anything. For every $20 given to my campaign at MrBeastHasNoSoul.com, he gets the hose
That's the campaign name.
for 1 second. And if you can believe it, he has survived 48 seconds of... If you want to help, you can donate to my campaign via MrBeastHasNoSoul.com.
Dude, the pyrocynical segment, yes! But yeah, I got really drunk, and I saw all my friends, and I love all my friends, and they're so awesome. And have you seen that really sweet picture? Oh my god, why am I getting text? Whoa, I've actually lost a little bit of my voice, I can hear that. Or strained it, at least. Oh. It's a message from Twitch. Doesn't fucking matter. Never mind. Guys, have you seen that cute picture of me giving Molly her cake? How sweet. Oh, you probably saw it on Molly's Twitter. I should just pull it up, shouldn't I? Oh, that's one of them. How sweet. Molly baked herself a cake and me a cake. Mine was chocolate and hers was raspberry and other things. And it was such a lovely day. It was such a lovely day. And let me tell you guys, the double birthday, it went down a tree. Everyone loved it. Everyone loved it. So I'm glad about that. Anyways, yo! Hello, everyone. Hey. Oh, yeah, so I went to see the Sharp I'm Talking show, by the way. Which, by the way, Harry could make it to. Harry was in the show. Sorry for the spoiler. He could make it to that, but he couldn't make it to my birthday because he thought that when you fly from America to the UK, the clocks go backwards instead of forwards. But thank God he could make it on the Sharp I'm Talking show where he was dressed as a fucking worm. Here's the pictures I took of him. Switch up on him? Bro, I'm actually upping the poll on Average Harry. Genuinely. Yeah, and then after the show, I couldn't really... Oh my god! Before I tell you about after the show, I'm telling you about my moment of aura. Oh my god! Chat. So, the show's doors open at 7:15. I thought, okay, I'll get there at 7:30 or 7:35-ish. You know? So I don't have to queue in the queue, so I don't, like, kick up a stink, like, you know, holding up the queue or anything. Not in an ego way, but, like, I don't want to, like, crash the queue, basically. I walk in, and I realise none of my friends are there. In the crowd. And so I thought, are there any of my friends here? And I notice the Sharp I'm Talking production team across the hall. And I went, oh my god, I'm gonna go say hi to Erin and stuff. So I walk over, I say, hi guys, nice to see you all. They say, happy late birthday, blah, 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 blah. And then somebody walks up and asks me for a picture. I'm like, oh, awesome. I forgot that I have to do this. And then somebody else asked me for a picture. And then somebody else asked me for a picture. Then somebody else asked me for a picture. Then Russ, producer Russ, looks up at the crowd and goes, Max, I'll take the phones. You just pose for the pictures. I'm like, okay, this is getting crazy. This is getting... That's enough people. Then the staff in the venue come up to me and are like, you're gonna have to shut this down because there's too many people asking you for a picture. It's a fire hazard. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm literally seeping with aura. It was W motion. That's what they're saying. Anyways, when the show ended, I really needed to pee, but I didn't want to go into the main section because they were already doing the merch stand and I didn't want to crowd that shit, right? Like, I didn't want to mess anything up. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go backstage. So I went to the green room. Firstly, this is a venue I've never been into the green room of. It's the Old Market, which Tom does a lot of his shows at. I've never been in the green room. This place is fucking huge. My green room for Sillymas was smaller than this room. The green room at the Old Market was bigger than my apartment. It is so big. I was like, holy shit. I start looking in rooms going, which one of these is a toilet? I stumble into the main dressing room. Bro. There's no one in there. And all I see, it looks like Average Harry has dropped his loot on the floor. His jeans are on the floor. His keys and his phone are on the floor. And his backpack is next to him. And then you can just see, like, the remnants of the worm costume packaging. I'm like, okay, well, Average Harry's not here. I just wanted to see him after my birthday. Either way, I finally find the toilet. And then, and then I go outside and see my friends. And it was all very lovely. I went out to the front where they were meeting people. And I kind of just tried to run away. But I caught one person. And they said, Max, your OCD video was very important to me. It meant a lot, and thank you for making it. And they told me all about it. And I was like, thank you. Thank you so much. That's very sweet. Thank you. It was very lovely. It was very, very lovely. I met you too. I don't think you did M-Shrooms there. Hello, Maximus Gigliano. Hello. What color was the green room? Like yellow, actually. And a big yellow mural on it. So it was not green. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that, Oh! The worst moment of the week was a viewer-submitted section of the show where you scan a QR code and put it into a Google form. Bro, I arrived late to the worst moment of the week Google form. They closed it 5 minutes before I got there. I had the best worst moment of the week. I walked Jack Manifold back to his house when he was drunk, and then he said, well, I'm going to sleep now after telling me that we were doing afters. I was so prepared to give this story about one of the hosts, and I couldn't. It was so sad. But yeah, shut up, I'm talking live, cinema. MaxGG's birthday, cinema. And what I did last night, which I could tell you about if for the sub got, was also cinema. I've been having some fun doing some stuff. Oh, and of course, everyone, I'm sure that you saw it, but Average Harry's text conversation with me. I mentioned it last stream, but I think we might as well mention it now again. Clap, 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 clap. Clap, 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 clap. 20 back shots for 20 years alive. 7.5 thousand likes. It is my 20th birthday. 2.7 thousand. I genuinely am just a little joke puppet for them. They don't give a fuck about me. And my personableness. But yeah, I saw Harry. It was very sweet. He felt bad that he couldn't make it to my birthday. I told him, it's fine, Harry. I love you anyways. Yeah, and that's what I've been up to, apart from the one other thing. But yeah, Lewis Fulham, thank you. And yeah, I have some cool stuff, but also stuff that is off stream that I can't even tell you. But fun stuff has happened to me, everyone. And did you guys have a fun 22nd of October when I did? Did you guys have a fun day of my birthday? Yeah, really? I went to uni that day. Oh. I worked all day. Hell yeah. 21 is the biggest celebration of life. Bro, I genuinely had Becky, Amon, and Erin crying, laughing, explaining to them the 21 is the biggest celebration of life thing. And Erin was there when Johnny said it. And then Johnny heard us, and he interrupted us, started talking to us about it. We were like, we're good, bro. This is about you, not with you. Will you be live on the 29th or no because it's John A's birthday? Maybe. I actually don't know. I don't think John A is doing anything for his 21st birthday. What? Wait. Wait, that... There's no fucking way! After all of this bullshit, and he doesn't even do anything! Are you fucking kidding me? Didn't he say drunk stream? I don't know. I just joined what's happening. I'm just talking to chat, and then in a few minutes we're going to be ranking every year of my life. Since I'm 20 now. Chat, I have lived 2 decades on Earth. And 6 of the years that I've been alive, I've streamed basically every day. That's a lot. Over a quarter of my life. Facts. That's facts. But yeah, I'm also going to be working on another YouTube video. I think now that Harry's back, it might take a little bit more than before. I might give him a little bit of time to breathe, you know? He just did so much, and I don't want him to be like, I don't want to be like, let's do another recording, let's do another recording. So I'm just going to give him like a little moment, and then I think me and Harry are going to react to Gacha. Yeah. So, we're gonna be watching that. Actually tough. Maybe next month? No, maybe in like I'll probably film it in like the next week. Whose idea was it? Me. Oh, something I can tell you about that isn't so secret is I am working officially with Shumbugala Clips to create a best of MaxGGs 2025 edition. And we're working on that. That should be out on New Year's Eve. So thank you to Shumbugala Clips. They are very awesome, and they've been very good to work with so far. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. That, and I actually have plenty of things planned. I'm just, but I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh my god, soon, you know? Why does Shumbugala Clips have motion? The goat. Anyways, chat, I think it's that time. Where I rank all of my ages. S tier, let's make it. Best year of my life is top. Really good year. Great year. Alright year. Bad year. And finally, I don't remember. for any years that maybe I don't remember. So let me pull up a screenshot of the numbers 1 to 20 so I can put it in. Hold on. Alright, cool. I've got it on my second monitor. And I suppose, chat, we should start with the first year of my life, or I guess, yeah, I was gonna say 0, but I guess I'll say 1. The first year of my life, when I was born. Now, I thought about showing you a picture of the day I was born, but I think that gets a little bit too, USB sticky, if you know what I'm saying. I don't think I want to do that. So, I won't be telling you about the first, you know, I won't be showing you a picture. But I was born on the 22nd of October, 2005. And this is the only thing that I really know about my first year alive. I almost died in the, like the first day that I was alive. I was in like urgent care, children's incubator, breath, oxygen pump, everything. Yeah. I almost died when I was born. And when I was born, the flap in my vocal cords was backwards for like the first few years of my life, actually. But I think probably like the first 2 years. And it's something that fixes itself. But that means that for the first like 2 years of my life, every time I breathed, it sounded like this. Every single time. So my mum would be pushing me in the pram and they'd go, "You have such a cute baby with lovely blue eyes." And I would go, which was nice. And I'm going to be honest with you all. First year of my life, not particularly eventful. I almost died and I sounded weird. But I wouldn't put it up to a bad year because we have to start off a little bit well. So I would say 1 is a alright year for me. I would say my first year alive was alright. You know? What happened? I got an ad? Ah, bro, you missed out. It was so funny. Now, going on to the second year of my life. I am ready to tell you all that this is one of the few ages on this list that I have no documentation for. So, I can be earnest and honest with you. I don't remember being 2, and I have no pictures. So I can't even try and remember. And that is the same. No, that isn't the same for 3. Because when I was 3, I also don't really remember what happened. But I do know what happened. Because I was born in 2005. When I was 3, it was the year of the financial crisis. And from what I understand, my dad tells me it was very, very, very bad. Especially for him, because of his line of work and other things. So when I was 3 years old, I think it was a very bad year. Also, somewhere in between here, my parents thought that I was never going to learn to walk, and then one day I just started walking. I learned to walk like 6 months late, but I don't know. I don't remember when. I'm not gonna lie. Tommy in it square video reference. Oh, a very bad year! Wait, you're right. No, you're actually right. That is. Yeah. That's true. And chat, my 4th year on Earth, you guys are, this is going to be the first year you guys will be familiar with. Are you ready? My 4th year alive is from this picture. I, MaxGGs, am 4 years old in this picture. This is me with my bucket in the park in a lovely mountainous area. I did not live near any mountains, so I don't know. I must have been on holiday. And I was very happy. And I think this may have been around the year that I first sat on a bicycle as well. And I'm not going to lie to you. This was a good-ass year. 4 was a good-ass year. Treated me well. I don't remember it so well, but I was so happy in that picture. I would have to say it was a great year. Still trying to figure out what the bucket graphic is. I think it's of a show or something of that sort. But chat, yeah, 4 was a nice year. Now, we're gonna trot along with 6 and 7. Okay, I really didn't intend for this to happen. I meant 5 and 6. I do actually have something for 7. Chat, 5 and 6, very simple. I have no idea. I've no idea about 5 nor 6. I don't remember 2010, and I don't remember 2011. So we're just gonna get through those and get past to age 7. And chat, by the way, that is the last of the years I don't remember. 2, 5, and 6 are the only years I don't remember, which is weird, but yeah. Age 7 is a big age for MaxGGs. Because when I was 7 years old... Now you've got to think about the butterfly effect of this, chat. When I was 7 years old, I played Minecraft for the first time. I played Minecraft for the first time ever. And as you can imagine, I got big as a Minecraft streamer. All of my friends are big Minecrafters. 7 is a big year. 7 is a big year for MaxGGs. Yeah. It was very good. I had a friend. I would say what country he was from, but he only ever told me that he was Asian, so I actually have no idea. But he taught me how to do... His name was Joaquin, and he taught me how to do this. Which was fire, with my tongue. He taught me how to do that, and he was 1 year older than me, and it was my first old friend. It was my first old friend, and I never forgot about that. Exploring the Nether for the first time, I played with the Nether core reactor for the first time when I was 7. When Minecraft Pocket Edition was 500 by 500 blocks, I tried to mine the entire world and then gave up after a day. What else happened to me at age 7? It was 2012, so I might have seen FIFA for the first time on my older brother playing FIFA. When I was 7, I got into the habit of... Okay, this is something I've never revealed to the world. I very gracefully lived in a 3-story house when I was 7 years old for about a year. And my older brother had a room in the 3rd story. And I, sometimes, for the thrill, would go all the way upstairs to his bedroom and then piss out of the 3rd floor window to be like, this is something I can do. So, when I was 7, I was just pure pissing out the 3rd floor window as well. I don't think I ever told my parents that. But once I genuinely tried it, my parents were cooking in the kitchen, and my brother's window was on top of the kitchen, just an extra story high, and I genuinely just started peeing out of the window. I don't know if they ever saw it. But yeah, that was a lot, but it was a good year. It was a good year. Yeah, I learned to play Minecraft. I met someone named Jesse, and he had a glass eye. That was crazy. And I pissed out of a window, and I had wrestling matches with my older brother, even though he was 17 and I was 7, so he was definitely going easy on me because I won a lot. And yeah, I think that's actually it for age 7. 7 is my first really good year, it seems. Played Minecraft, pissed out of windows, bro, it was a movie. Now, age 8, I only have one picture of me as an 8-year-old. And it is, if you have been watching me every day for like genuinely years, you may have seen it before. But if you haven't, I don't blame you. I will still explain it to you. I went on holiday to Cornwall. And I was so ill that my parents couldn't give me the normal type of medicine. And I had to have orange flavored medicine, which was stripped of all sugar. And if you imagine what orange tastes like with no sugar, it was the worst thing. I'm 20 years old. It's been, what, 12 years? I have never had something that tastes that bad before. Ever since. This is me with my glass of orange liquid in bed on the 8th of July 2014 when I'm still 8 years old. I spent that whole holiday playing Terraria and sitting in my room. It was genuinely, that was one of the worst times of my entire life. It was horrible. But I love Terraria, so I'm gonna have to, you know, I would put it in bad year, but it was actually alright because I got to, I got to play some Terraria and go to the beach. Now, chat, age 9, I scrolled back in my phone to my iCloud storage because, I don't know if you guys know, but like when you download a picture, it has something called metadata, which retains the day that the picture was saved. So, like, I have one of my first pictures of me ever on my phone, and it says 2005 on it. I looked at the metadata from my phone in 2000, like, the pictures in my phone from 2009. Not 2009, 2014. I only have one picture from when I was 9 years old. And it is this. When I was 9, I found out, I think, that we went to the moon. And I have a picture of the Earth from the moon on my iCloud, I guess. Which was awesome. That's awesome. And also, wait. Oh, I have one more picture of me. Oh, wait, no, I actually have more than I thought. Oh, my God. I also have this picture of me at Mini Italy, which is exactly what you think it is. It's a, like, attraction in Italy where it has Italy, but it's small, modeled inside of it. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this picture. It did the rounds in my community. This is what I looked like when I was 9. So that was me and my haircut in Mini Italy. This is, as you can tell, this is the church in the middle, the cathedral in the middle of Milan called the Duomo. I'm actually soy jacking at it. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I don't show a picture of my sister. I'm actually soying at it. Because I used to live in Milan. And 9 years old, oh my God, only 5 days after I soy jacked was the day I almost went blind in one of my eyes. I don't know if you guys probably know this story if you've been watching for a long, long time. But alright, it's not that much blood, so I'm just going to show you. You can see it above my eye. There's maybe a little red mark. Oh, yeah, you can definitely see that, actually. Whoops. That is me in the opticians. I was playing football with my year 3 class. I think that's how old I was. Maybe year 4. And there was a guy in my class who was built like me now. playing football with me. When I was like this tall. And also like this thin. Like I'm not particularly thin, but I'm pretty thin now. But like, bro, he diffed me. And we were playing in the playground, which was called the garden, whatever school I was, because it looked like a garden. And we were playing, and the goals were 2 lampposts and 2 plant pots. And one of the plants had a big bush in it. And I was trying to stop him from scoring. And I pushed up onto him. And he literally went, boom! Like that. And I fell into the bush. And I will put my mute if you don't want to hear something a little bit gory. I'll put my hand up on screen when you can unmute. He pushes me into the bush. And one of the branches goes into my eyelid and pierces my eyelid. And if it was, the optician told me if it was half a centimeter lower, I would have never seen out of my eye ever again. And when I grabbed my eye because it hurt, and you got to imagine how scared I was. I grabbed my eye, I was like, oh my god. I looked in my hand, and my entire hand was blood red. And I'm thinking, something has gone through my eye. I couldn't see out of my eye, obviously because I was in pain, so I had to like close it. It was a lot. And then I went to the opticians, and I saw this guy who was a bit of a bully cry for the first time. I realised even bullies experience empathy, because he endangered me. He felt so bad, and he said he didn't mean to do that, and I forgave him, because I'm a forgiving person. And then, the only cool bit of it is I went to the optician, and they dilated one of my pupils, and I looked crazy, and that was awesome. And I got a day off school. And I got to wear an eye patch for like a day, which was also cool. Only a single day. Well, it was actually not because it wasn't a direct piercing. It wasn't as bad as it sounds, but it was almost really bad. So 9 years old, found out about the moon landing, went to mini Italy, and 5 days later I almost went blind. Let's give it a great year. It is basically a great year. That's what it sounds like. Good job you didn't go blind. You probably wouldn't have gotten big playing Minecraft. No, because I genuinely could have done the Rambo gimmick and then just worn glasses forever. People wouldn't even have known that I was blind. Not that that's even a bad thing, but like if I wanted to hide it, I could have just worn sunglasses. I could have done the faceless thing. But I did have one kid in my year. No, this is the thing. I low-key like got mad that I could only wear the eye patch for a day. Because my friend had surgery on his eye, and he got to wear an eye patch for like a year. I was so jealous, because he looked so cool. I wanted one so bad. He had like a pirate, not a pirate, like it wasn't a pirate's one. It had like pirates on it. Bro! I was so mad! I wanted it so bad. But anyways, that was age 9. Age 10, I reached double digits, everybody. And the only thing I can remember from being 10, apart from the fact that I got to play FIFA 15 mobile, which was my foray into social media, because I had an Instagram account where I would trade FIFA 15 mobile cards, and then a guy sponsored me with 10,000 FIFA coins, which was, no, 100,000 FIFA coins, which was genuinely, like, worth, like, 5p. But he sponsored me, and I made a sponsored post, and that was probably my first ever time using social media for anything. And, the only thing I remember about being 10 is that I went on a, like a away trip with my school. You know, where you go to like a place but there's no parents. And I got there and somebody had put shampoo all over the bottom of my pillow, and I thought somebody had a wank into my pillow, but it was actually shampoo. And then I put my hands under the pillow because I sleep in a Superman position, and because my hands were wet whilst I was sleeping, I pissed myself at it with all my friends in the room. With all my friends in the room. Yep. And anything else that happened to me at 10? This is the thing, chat. I'm definitely omitting a lot of things that happened in my life which are not as good. I actually think something pretty bad happened to me when I was 10, but it wasn't, you know, it's not really the point to mention that. But also, wait, was it when I was 10 that my house got broken into? Okay, that low-key was bad, and you guys do know about that. Okay, it was a bad year. Somebody fake wanked into my pillow, and then I pissed myself, and then somebody broke into my house. So yeah, it was very bad, actually. Yeah, no, I actually disagree with that now. Guys, and then we get into the start of the real serious stuff. These are the years I really remember. Starting with age 11. Which I definitely shouldn't have done. And I know I tell a lot of people off for this in my chat. I, at age 11, found out what Twitch was. I found out about Twitch when I was 11, and I believe that at the end of my 11th year, I made my first ever Twitch account to watch Castro1021, the FIFA streamer. I started watching Castro. And you know what? I actually also think I did my first ever stream, but it's lost to time. It's not that one that I showed you, that was the Skywars one. I think I played Hearthstone, the Blizzard game, for 20 minutes with no mic. I don't even think I played a game. So, it was like genuinely nothing. You might as well have looked at a picture. But I was 11, and I joined Twitch. And it was also my last year living in Italy. Because I moved to London, to Great Britain. I moved in with my grandmother so I could go to British school, secondary school. I went to British secondary school, and I was basically that Russian kid in the back of the classroom that said 6'1", but in a much more quiet way, where I hated all of my classmates because I felt like I had lost all of my Italian friends, and I didn't want to make any friends with them because I thought I was a traitor to my Italian friends. So I went on Skype every day instead and played Bed Wars with my friends on Skype. When I was 11. And, yeah, I played Bed Wars. When I was about 11, I started watching Technoblade and Tapel, and they were my foray into Hypixel. You know, like 9 years ago. Yeah, I was pretty angry at all my classmates. I was never angry, I was nice, but they would be like, "Hey Max, do you want to hang out with me?" And I'd be like, "No." I had a girl. Oh my god, sorry. When I was 10, I asked out a girl on PowerPoint presentation, and by the time I went to the bathroom, when I came back, she deleted it. We never spoke about it, then she moved across the continent. That happened to me when I was 10. When I was 11, a girl asked me out for the first time, and I really liked her, but just as a friend, and I respectfully said no, and she wasn't shy to tell me that she had a crush on me every year for the next 3 years. And then, in 2022, I found out, many years after she asked me out, that she had a Tommy Innit stat account. So, like, I don't want to be rude and say that I dodged the bullet, but maybe I did. You know, that's good of me. She was posting about crime, boys. How does it feel to survive a teenage pregnancy? I did, and it feels good as fuck. It's empowering. But yeah, I moved to the UK. I played Minecraft a lot. And I think I played a lot of Fortnite as well when I was 11. Year 7 was when I got into Fortnite. Fortnite, like, changed the game for me. I love that shit. And yeah, I don't know. I think I made my first Twitter account when I was 11. Don't worry, it's not the one I use now, because I got scared that I was going to get banned on Twitter. So I changed my age to my actual age, and then I got banned on Twitter. And then, yeah, I made my first Twitter account. I went on holiday with one of my best friends. You guys actually would have known him. He was in one of my Italy streams. His name is Paco. Twitch user Paco Bond, because he loves James Bond. Yeah, practically, it was actually a really good year. I was such a good kid in school that I got given tickets to go and watch one of the England football matches with my school. Like, the best students in the year got to go. They stopped doing cool things like that after I was 11. But I got to watch a football match at Wembley Stadium, which never happened to me. And I think I still have the ticket, actually, somewhere in my drawers. And, yeah, 11 was a lot. And I would say it was a really good year, actually. It was a really good year, being 11. That was pretty fun. On my 12th year, it says, look at photo from 2017 in camera roll. Okay. I guess. This is the photo I'm referencing. I don't remember writing this note. That's me at age 12. At 12 years old, I didn't do very much. I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of hung out at school. I think I broke out of my shell a little bit. And I started to speak to some more people instead of just hanging out with my friends on Skype. I think I hung out outside of school. I almost said off stream with one of my schoolmates for the first time. Did you have friends? So, like, for the first year I moved to the UK, I didn't want to be friends with anyone because I wanted to be friends only with my Italian friends. But I did have a lot of friends. I just didn't speak to them. So actually, they were friends with me. I was not friends with them, basically. But I stopped doing that after 11. And when I was, something you guys might not know is when I was 12, I actually moved to the UK for I moved back to Italy for 1 month. I moved back to Italy for 1 month only, because my parents thought, is this a bad decision, going to have lived in England? And everyone in my class threw me a going away party. They all told me how much they were going to miss me. And then, 1 month later, I came back. It wasn't particularly eventful. It was an alright year being 12. Yeah. Didn't your sister spawn in at this point? No, my sister was born in 2009. So she actually spawned in here. Which I guess was a... Oh, sorry, Violet. I guess I should say that it was a really good year when you were born. Yeah, no, my sister was born in... I completely forgot about all of that, actually. Yeah, she was born in 2009. Yeah, 12 was a fine year. I think I went to a maths competition with my school, and I made fun of a girl in my class for liking Jacob Sartorius, and... I played a lot of Fortnite, and... I don't know. I think I was 13 or 14. 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 That's basically it. Poor girl. No. Don't worry. She was giving me shit as well, okay? It was like a battle of two goats. She ended up being my study partner between in year 12 and in year 13. We stayed at school together for all 7 years. She was very awesome, actually. And she was incredibly smart. Why did you move to England? Because my parents thought it would be freaking fire. And so I did. So yeah, I moved back to Italy and then came back to England. And you know what? 12 was just fine. But 13! Chat, this is where it really gets real. This is where it really starts. When I was 13, I decided that I would save up every single penny that from jobs and birthdays and Christmases to attempt to buy and build my own streaming computer. Because I really wanted to get into streaming. And so for an entire year, I saved up little parts, and on Christmas Day, I built my computer in about 6 hours. And then, when I was 14, well, actually, it was 13 going on 14. 13, that was the year of buying the computer, so that was pretty awesome. But when I was 14, I started my Twitch channel properly. Twitch.tv/MaxTLL. This channel is currently unavailable due to a violation of Twitch community guidelines or terms of service. Yep. Okay, that's true. But for the first year, it was fucking awesome. Alright? Let's see what my first ever stream title that's on record is. The first ever stream that I did that is on record. Oh my god, I genuinely did a queso. Chat, you know how queso streams with the same title every day? Bro. Playing CSGO and going for clips was my title for 3 months. And I just got into streaming, and I have to be honest with you guys. MaxGGs, am very, wait, I have something to show you. Oh my god, I have something to show you, chat. Wait. And this is a screenshot of my Twitch channel the day that I hit 50 Twitch followers. Oh, sorry, that's it. Hey, I am called Max. I game and fun stuff like that. Enjoy. That was there. Yeah. I also think I have one other picture. Wait, hold on. This one might be a little bit more difficult to find. Where is it? Wait, I hope I saved it when I moved PCs. Oh, well, I'm not sure. I used to have a picture that showed that I had 1 viewer on my Twitch dashboard. But yeah, when I was 14, I started streaming, and when I was 14, I also became friends with John A and Harry. John A absolutely hated me and thought I was the most annoying person ever. And I did a charity stream when I was 14 and I raised £1,000 for the Trevor Project. That's crazy. And was that the year? I'm not sure. Yeah, 2020 charity stream. Yeah, so I was 14. That was my first big stream ever. And yeah, being 14 was really awesome, actually. I kind of just got my footing into streaming. I must be honest with you though, chat. I have been in front of viewerships of 10, 20, 30, 40. At one point, I have been in front of a viewership of like 50,000. I have been in YouTube videos with 5 million views. The most scared I have ever been to stream was the first 3 months of streaming. I streamed to nobody, and every single day that I streamed, my hand would go like this whilst I was streaming. For all 2 hours, for the first 3 months, I shaked. Because I was so nervous every day of streaming. And I was scared that I was doing a bad job. At 14, looking back at it, I probably wasn't the funniest or the most entertaining, but it was definitely a very good year to be me. At the end of the year, I got into doing just chatting, and I got into playing Minecraft as well, a little bit. And then comes 15 years old, chat. And on the 3rd of January, 2021, when I was 15 years old, I woke up with an email from Twitch that said, "Your Twitch account has been indefinitely suspended." My Twitch account was banned because, as I explained to you, I made it when I was 11 fucking years old. And for the first time ever, I cried because of something to do with being a content creator. That's only happened to me a handful of times now, probably 4 or 5 times. But this was the first time ever. I didn't speak to anyone. I didn't do anything. I just sat there and cried and got sad and was really annoying, probably. 3 days later, I spoke to a Twitch staff member, and he told me that my Twitch account was gone forever, but I could make a new one, which is not like the usual Twitch rules. When you get banned on Twitch, usually, you can never make another account again. I made a new account, and I started again from 0. I lost an entire year of streaming in a row, and also 3,000 Twitch followers. And on the 3rd week of January... Wait, let me just make sure of this. Hold on. On the 3rd week of January... Wait, actually... Sorry, I mean on the last week of February, I think, I hit 10,000 Twitch followers. I spent a year getting to 3,000, and in the first 2 months, I got to 10,000. I got a raid from Lani, who is Tubbo's sister, which completely propelled my trajectory of my career. I became one of the fastest ever people to get Twitch partner. I applied on the first day I was eligible, and I waited 50 days for my application to get a response, and I got Twitch partner on my first ever try. I had to try not to cry on the bus when I became a Twitch partner. When I was 15, I played in MCC with Bill, Hikey Hate Me, and AMZ. I met my online friends for the first time ever. I had no, that was when I was 16. I hit 1,000 viewers for the first time. Yeah. That is basically what happened to me when I was 15. I shaved John A's head. But that was 15 years old. It was a really good year. It was very, very good. And if you think it was good then, it gets even better now. Because when I was 16 years old, I got a raid off of AMZ for more than 10,000 viewers. I became friends with Toby, who's one of my best friends in the entire world now. Even though he honestly, genuinely, honestly, earnestly, absolutely hated me. I got COVID and played Counter-Strike with Carl Jacobs. I don't even know what I did, man. I kind of got out of my shell and started only streaming, just chatting. When I was 16, it was 2022. I don't even remember what year I, like, low-key found out that I was bisexual, but then I came out as unlabeled, which you can't come out as, and then I don't remember what year that was, but it might have been that year. But I was 16, COVID ended, I went back to school, and every single person in my year knew that I was a Twitch streamer. Every single one. When I was 16, I got recognized in public for the first time. Yeah, it was crazy. I became friends with Tom when I was 16. I saw my first concert. I probably had one of my only months ever where I made like more than £1,000. Sorry. Okay, not one of my only months ever. If I wasn't making £1,000 a month now, I couldn't even stay in this house. Okay, I meant up to that point, I think I made £1,000 for the first time in a month, which was a big thing for me. 16 was a good year. It was a good year. Late 21 till late 22. That was a good ass year, man. Then we're not ending the stream. Whoa, sorry, wrong song. When I was 17, MaxGGs, didn't get invited to anything, basically. I never got invited to anything because everyone was 18 and everyone would go out and I still had school. But I was coming out of my shell a little bit, you know. Just before I turned 17, I did the date stream with Harry, which was a very, very big thing. Just before I turned 17, I did blind, deaf, mute cooking with Scott and John A, which for some reason, John A has co-opted into the John A idea. Let's not forget who started it, okay? Let's not forget that. When I was 17, I stared at a wall for an hour. I did sillymas for the first time. I did my first ever stream with Tom called Staring at Tommy In It. I threw water balloons at my mods. I did the improv stream with Tubbo, Scott, and Johnny, where that picture of us got 100,000 likes, that we all looked like each other. I tried making videos for the first time. I was in the Jack Manifold hypnosis vlog when I was 17. And I went through shit every single month on Twitter. Every single month. Back when I was 17 was the year of drama farming. I farmed drama every single month. And it worked. Okay, sorry, not sorry. I stopped doing that though. But yeah, when I was 17, another great year, but definitely something, you know? It was definitely something. When I was 17, I think I came out as bisexual. But I'm not too sure. But let's just say that was when I was 18. When I was 18, I felt more confident in my sexuality. I became more capable of expressing myself. I finished my A-levels. I did super well in my A-levels despite having streamed basically every day of my A-levels, or the majority of them. And I met Molly. I became friends with Molly, who is my roommate. I don't know. I just had a lot of fun. I really wasn't working like loads and loads and loads at the end of my A levels. But when I was 18, I began working on my live show, Sillymas Live. That was pretty cool. I realized that I was going to be able to move out by myself. I went house hunting for the last month that I was 18. I don't know, it was a good ass year. I started doing a few more IRL segments. I think that's when I really began to progress in my ability to come up with good ideas and you know, be funny on stream. 18 was a very good year. And then obviously comes 19 years old. This one is you know, I think I will have to say 19 years old so far will probably have been the best year of my life. When I was 19, I moved into this apartment. I sold out of a live show. Actually, on my 19th birthday, I found out that I was moving into this house. The first thing I read when I woke up on my 19th birthday was a message from a letting agent telling me that I'd been accepted to move into this apartment on my 19th birthday at 8 AM-ish. It's less entertaining to watch and more uncomfortable to be around, also slightly more chopped when you turn 19. Interesting, you think I was more attractive when I was younger. That's weird. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. If you want to spin it badly, I'll fucking spin it badly. Like when Lexi was saying some crazy shit. You see when she was trying to entrap me into making a nonce joke? And I was like, I'm not doing that, Lexi. Why are you doing this? When we were having dessert, I don't know if you guys were there. I don't even remember it. But I was like, not everything is a pervert joke, bro. But yeah, I moved to Brighton when I was 19. I sold out of my Sillymas live show. Something that I worked 6 months on, did super, super well. I was super proud of that. And I think when I was 19, I did the best content I have ever done so far. I think I had the most fun. I did the most IRLs. I did the duo-a-thon when I was 19 as well. That was awesome. The Sisyphus-a-thon was something that I really remember being incredible. Somebody yesterday told me that they watched all of the Sisyphus-a-thon. I crashed the ticket website. That's true. Yeah, I don't even know, man. I did so much when I was 19. I flew to Italy to surprise my dad on his birthday. Yeah. I don't know, I became much closer friends with all of my friends. I began to create a real work-life separation. I also finished my video journals. Sorry, everyone. But I do have one that I'm gonna write about being 20. But like one of the written ones. I'm gonna make my first written one. When I was 19, I found out Dan and Phil were dating. And then made a joke about being gay on Twitter, and then I got told to kill myself. That was like the last time that I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I created a real work-life separation. I became friends, proper friends with some of my best friends in the world. I went out to the beach with them all the time, and I think I did some of my best streams. So yeah, I think 19 was the best year of my life. And now, as a 20-year-old, how do I rank being 20? How do I rank being 20? So far, it has been a great year. Oh, a really good year. I had a lovely birthday, joint birthday with Molly. And, you know what? I was going to do it for the sub goal, but I might as well tell you. Last night, I had a few meetings, and I wrote a big Google Doc. And, you know, I might as well tell you, since you're my core audience. I think I am beginning the pre-production of my next live show. But it won't be streamed. It will not be streamed. Don't worry. It will be made into a video, and the VOD, the tape of it will release to the public as a full special. But for the first time ever, it will just be me. It will be a bigger venue, and I have never done something like this, but I will be doing what I would call a comedy show. That's what I would call it. But I started the pre-production for that. I have a meeting on Monday about some stuff. It will be in Brighton. I already know where I want to do it. All of that kind of stuff. I have some meetings for that. And, yeah. I hope that it can happen before summer. That's my current projected timeline. Are you on my ingest? No. Thank you for the 49 months. Oh, wait, Harry. Your main ingest has my moblin on it, but, like, you might just have to repress SRT stream key. That's the only thing. Oh, or you have to turn on your destination. That too, probably. One of those two. Because I use your toolkit, but someone's live on my main ingest. I'm not live on your main ingest. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm streaming. I'm not streaming to toolkit. I'm streaming on Twitch. Look. See? But yeah, chat, I am, I'm thinking of something quite special. I have some pretty important meetings for it. And, yeah. I think I already know what the name of it will be as well. Hi, Harry, hi. Harry, can't you reset your main ingest stream key? But yeah. It's not sillymas. I'm not doing sillymas again. Actually, a lot of people yesterday asked me if I'm doing sillymas again, and I was telling you, chat, sillymas is done. I'm not being funny. Apart from when I sell the posters in December, I'm gonna sell a short breadth of posters. Sillymas is done. The only even remote reason that I would consider bringing back Sillymas is for charity. That's the only reason. But I'm not interested in it right now. But I have something, yeah. I can't be completely sure that this show that I have in mind is going to go ahead. But I think, hopefully, if it all works out, it should go well. The way that I've done it is, I'm sure you guys know that I've struggled a bit with finding an idea that I think is so good that people would pay to watch it, choose to pay to watch it. And I have been having meetings with different YouTubers that aren't my best friends, right? To have my idea vetted and scrutinized to see if they like it. And yesterday I called 2 people, and one of them was somebody that I've never called before, and they went, "Oh my god, that is such a cool idea. I would totally pay for that. I have no idea why somebody wouldn't." So yeah. Should hopefully be cool. Yeah. Do you know the price ranges? I actually don't, because I'm going to a different venue. So this time I don't. But I know in my heart that I do not want to make the ticket more than £20. I don't think it will be £20. I think it will actually be in the teens. But £20 is like crazy at most possible. Like it would be that. Yeah. And the only other thing is that this is, well, I won't be touring it, but it's my first ever concept that could be toured. If I really wanted to. Now, I don't want to, but it is that, for the first time, it's that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm working hard on it, chat. I have a big Google Doc about all of it. And I already, guys, I mean, this is how you know I'm serious. I know the contents of the show, the title of the show, the promotional concept for the posters, the thumbnail and the title for the video, and I know how I want to do the video rollout. Like, I am pretty serious about this. Like, I'm not... This isn't, like, a bit. Yeah. So yeah. But I'll continue to work on that, and you probably won't hear something about it for many, many months, I'm not gonna lie. But I thought I would finally give you something else, guys. Since you guys so desperately wanted it. And, so 20 contending for S tier? Bro, 20 is gonna be the best year of my life. I'm telling you. It's just that it's not yet. I have a lot of very interesting things for you guys. But yeah, that's my, I told it to the lead producers at Shut Up I'm Talking, who also are the lead producers of Tom's Company, and they said, "Oh my god, that is such a good idea. Why did you scrap it?" And then I was like, "You're right, I should do this." And so yeah. Pretty exciting stuff, everyone. But I thought I'd give you that. My dad is just about to arrive in Brighton, so I can't give you much more now. And I'm not... Oh, what the fuck? Whoa, that was bugging out. I'm not sure if I'll be live tomorrow, but I'll try my best to be live on Sunday. I'm going to be seeing family for my birthday. And then next week, for sure, starting Monday, we are back into full swing of the MaxGGs content machine. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to raid Average Harry as he is back in the UK. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. You guys have been awesome. I hope you enjoyed this stream and that little leak at the end. Chat, thank you so much. I'll see you very soon, alright? Bye-bye!